Hey everyone, I'm wearing my I Am Paranoid Roger Waters shirt. This is a lot earlier than I normally do these or have been historically, but I got my Xanax prescription refilled and took a couple, which is within the bounds of appropriate doses for where I'm at. But I wanted to talk a little bit about that, and then I'm just going to mess around because I'm feeling good right now. So first, at the moment I'm on Ambien and Xanax. I'm not on Ambien right now, but I take it at night. Ambien is not a good drug. Xanax is a good drug if not abused. I'm at the point where I need to wean down on, I can't just go completely cold turkey. Ambien and benzos are in the same family of, yes, there's a little bit of withdrawal if you run out of one and not the other. Like, they're not the same, but you're not going to die. But that said, I do think Ambien, it might be good for some people. Xanax isn't good for most people either. Generally, a different benzo is what you would want to use, but I'm very big, and my body chemistry is weird, probably in part because of all of the various illegal drugs I've done over the years as well, so my brain chemistry is just a little wonky. And then it is just wonky generally, and I'm by definition a genius, so there's just a lot going on. That might have sounded like a humble brag, but it's honestly not. Being a genius is certainly good for some things, but it makes for a tough life in other ways, until you find your community, and I think I've finally found the right community, and just finding my place within it. Though I do have a lot to contribute. I think it's possible that I've consumed more content than anybody in the history of man. That's not to say that again. That's not a humble brag either. It's just a simple fact. I watch TV and fast forward videos and fast forward because I understand the filmmaking. It does take away from the filmmaking, which is why when I released my Critiker list, I said that don't take these ratings too seriously, because in a lot of those watches I wasn't watching for the filmmaking qualities, I was just watching for the story and to get an idea and you still get a good idea of the actors because my brain can parse that into real time to what it would look like, but I still just don't take it as seriously. Now, a lot of that stuff I will go back and rewatch to get the full experience, and just with the way my brain works, that generally doesn't take away from it. The only exception to that is our stuff that's really meant to be made or meant to be watched on the big screen. But when I think of those critically, I realize that I didn't watch them in the right circumstances. So, I know that it's not the experience that was intended or what makes it good. I don't like the tone of Nolan's films, so I don't generally like them anyway, though I do understand and appreciate them. But those are absolutely meant to be seen in the theaters, and if you don't, if you're a fan, you'll still get something out of it. But if you're not, it's just not the right vibe. Shyamalan's kind of the same way. There's a lot of other examples. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so what I'm doing, I'm trying to find the right balance, because I do think some of these prescription meds are good. I'm also on Zoloft. All I'm on right now is Zoloft and Xanax. I have some allergy pills, and then propranolol off use, which is it's blood pressure medication, or off-brand use. And I don't generally have high blood pressure, but anxiety can make my heart rate spike, and that helps. And it's pretty innocuous. Ideally, I'd like to get to not using any amount of Xanax every day. I do think a certain amount will be as needed. And it's almost off-brand use too, because I don't necessarily use it when I have a panic attack or prolonged anxiety necessarily. What it does for me is it gives me something like a reset. So I'll take a couple pills, which again is fine. Like I'm not taking 10, 20 pills at a time anymore. So and yeah, it does dull the mind, and you don't want to be doing it when you're doing something important. But it gives me an important reset to it. It really helps recharge my batteries. Again, it's something that I'd want to be taking it at most maybe a few a week. Not right now I can take at most 4 a day. I've gone over that in pretty much every other round of refills, but it's all okay because it was from weaning down from much higher amounts, and it's still not optimal use because of what the strain it puts on your body. But I am an individual with a lot of willpower and determination. And I have been through a lot worse than where I'm at right now, all things considered. Even without the fantastic behind-the-scenes stuff that I can't really explain yet, not contractually. It's just too complicated if you're not one of the few people really following along, which is a reason I'm not doing much to publicize these videos. Though I kind of want to leave them up. But at the same time, I don't care. I just think that there's content in here that might be helpful for people to see. And I do think my story is about to get interesting broadly. Even if I don't need to be a face for my story, but I'm willing to if I find the right collaborators to work with. For people who don't know, if you're watching this, I spent most of my time in Phoenix, but I spent a lot of time in LA and New York and with writers. I have a master's, a bunch of other degrees, a lot of connections that I've earned on my own, found on my own. I do come from a family I do come from a legacy type family, but I never, we're not close, and some of us are very not close. But they still taught me things about how to operate in the world, how to treat people, to work hard. So, I have a lot of respect for at least most of them. And the other ones who, it's not that I don't respect, it's just that my own personal experiences with a few of them have generally been more bad than good, but that doesn't matter. And it just really doesn't matter. Anyway, so the point of all this is to say I'm trying to get off the... So Ambien and Xanax are actually in the same family of drugs. I don't think Ambien's a benzo, but they're both hypnotics. So, and they both affect the same parts of your nervous system. Xanax, the issue with benzos is that I think it might just be Xanax, but I think Xanax more than others, but it affects your central nervous system, so it makes things like walking around a challenge if you don't have the right dose. It's a bad drug, but it's also a good drug. We need to find something better that does something like that. Because uncontrollable anxiety will likely be a problem for the foreseeable future, especially if we're building a more technologically advanced civilization. The ups always come with downs, so we can get rid of those isolated feelings from the Industrial Revolution, the Industrial era, which caused a lot of the mental health issues, while history is bad before that, a lot of the contemporary mental health issues are because of the conditions of society. People living on top of each other, you live around people, but you still feel completely isolated, is the short version. Alright, so with that being said, I don't want to make this a very long and serious video because I am feeling like I did take a couple Xanax, as I said, so I'm doing just kind of a reset mood type thing. So I'm just going to pull up some entertaining YouTube. And also, if you're wondering, there's a missing episode here, and it was about William Eyelash. It's deeply personal. I don't mind if YouTube clears it. And I actually played an amount of a song that got copyright claimed that broke it by the Beatles. My favorite Beatles song is I Want You. She's so heavy. I love you, Jenny. Alright, so let's see. I had a good talk with the High Road crew earlier today. So today's been a good day. Yeah, let's listen to a couple of these songs. I don't think these are going to get copyright claimed. Del the Funky Homo Sapien, The Undisputed Chaps, featuring Q-Tip and Peplo. Q-Tip from a Tribe Called Quest, Peplo's from the High Road crew. He came in a bit later. Excellent MC.
Now introducing from a man Pablo. My introduction is such an unbelievable pleasure for you to treasure and much needed to make it back up on another plateau. You bring it in the groove, I do it natural as we get jazzy with classy shit to make them hard ass rappers wanna blast me. Cause I exemplify and typify back and act like the shit nigga matching rappers with the passion. When I get to the try flashing lyrics, I smash the spirits like a big disappointment. But this here shit will surprise you, devise a plan. Up in sweet shit sweet cause the size of the nigga. So if you wanna measure up the pressure up, cause when I'm in the cut, man, there ain't no catching up. I bet you never heard a nigga with a vigorous flow. Bigger this flow, getting ain't like a clitoris, no. I never could have seen it. I rip a rapper's balls off to make him scream when it's convenient. He clearly being the undisputed ones that you get mad at when you hear it. Pharma's calm just barely even register on the beat, cause we the niggas that they checking for. Me and you all, you and him ruining them, you and men in when I'm you and him in on the one end.
Now niggas know I got lyrics out the anal, and any move that you make could be fatal. The moment that shows it is some of y'all niggas know it when you rap the mic and you can't be silent. Well, that gets me irate when you can't debate. But wait, y'all niggas think that I'm your running mate? Now fuck that, cause when I get the baton, I'm gone. All around the track like a running maniac. You're babbling, son. What the fuck? Anybody can grab the gun and go up. But can you grab the mic and kick ill shit? Still the with the verbs instead of using clips. Check it, I flip styles about the dozen. I can even think it's what I was, but I wasn't. USC's a stupid to bring a more twist. Give it up, please, and just support this. I got styles that are legendary, even in the clink. Poetic reality, what the fuck you think? Cause I'm down with the D-E-L, so what the hell?
I never come from the temple of simple rappers. Your rap's poor. I'm on track, I lap yours. Cause that's yours, he laps forever. You're never gonna get better biting, my friend. But I lend a hand helping. MC's yelping like puppies. Their rhymes are supple. My rhymes are roughed up. Like a double bag mags on my wheel. Squeal out on your head. While others bust net. That's dead. I beat your head in the rest. Then in my pipe hits the buds in my chamber. My rhymes are never tamer. Perpetrators, I'ma hurt you later after. On the path is danger. I got fangs, not bangs, like a bitch, which I use to punch short with punctuation and mutation. Racing like my thoughts with shots to scatter and my ladder. Let's be elevate over MCs that I elevate. My reaction to your rapping is laughing. Has-beens are asking to get the...
That's a common Dell line right there. MCs they hella fake, or MCs that are hella fake versions of that. I'd say it's his catchphrase if he has one, but it's a good catchphrase. Oh, cat wants out. Yelling out, kitty. And while we're taking a quick break, make sure to listen to that new 13 album with Pharma and those other two dudes whose names I'm sorry I can't remember them, but that awesome drummer from Jack White and that guitar dude is fire. I'm sure he has an extensive collection of incredible music, some of which I've almost certainly heard. Anyway, let's get back to this track. I can pause tracks and it really doesn't bother me. I think it's stupid that people have to do that for YouTube Reacts videos. Like, the label should want people to make those videos.
Asking, is it plastic? I'm bringing lyrical lacerations that you're tasting. It's painful and made both metaphorically. Historically used the hip-hop to make your hip-hop nod and odd when I get the modern style. Get mad at mad. Get mad at mad. Get mad at mad.
When you grab the mic and you can't be silent.
Get mad at mad. Get mad at mad. Get mad at mad.
When you grab the mic and you can't be silent. Grab the mic and you can't be silent. Can't be silent.
I love that old art on the album covers with like the Dell, like that classic Dell logo. With like the yellow Dell on it. That was good. Great track. Really great track. Another one they recommended was Souls of Mischief, Never No More, 76 Civilians. I know that's a car that, and I'm sure it's one that I would like, but I can't picture it, so I'm going to Google that. Yep, that's pretty much exactly what I was picturing. I want one of those. I love those lowrider type cars. Even if they're not set up for that. Like, oh, this one right here. I want this. I'm going to do something I don't usually do here. I want that car. Big rims, kind of minimal hydraulics, so you could lift it, you know, kind of like Lonzo's in training day. I'd rather have Lonzo's car in training day, but that was pretty sick too. Oh, damn. Look at this one. For cars in that style, I generally like all black everything. With silver is okay too, but black and silver, red interior, black interior. And yeah, I mean, I do have a little bit of gang history in the far past, but I just like red as a color. It's a good color for me. Blue is too. So, but I mean, I had a blue Caddy for years. Love that. Love that car. 92 DeVille. And the thing people don't get about these cars is how fast they go. Because people always just kind of roll around in them. Because they don't need to usually go fast. This one's great too. Oh, there's a really nice tan color, like dark tan. It's not tan. It's a brownish, but it's a light brown. But it's darker than tan. I'm not gonna keep picking up the camera. The regular mix for this track is really good.
Never no more, never no more, never will I stop this war, never no more, never no more, never no more, never will I stop, check this. Message report, that's
drop the best line or best verse or best bars. So it's not bad at all. It's just that Dell's just so direct in your face with it. Kind of like what they were saying earlier, but he's just right out there with it. And his style is so... I mean, these styles are all unique in their own way, but Dell's style is unique in a different way. And so when you have that, it's hard to... Like, I'll never forget Danny Brown, for example. I do need to listen through his stuff again, because, I mean, I saw him live opening for Childish Gambino, and he just killed it. I mean, Gambino did too. He's always great live. I've seen him a few times, but Danny Brown, I mean, his shows was high energy, high quality too. But yeah, I love that Subliminal mix. Listen to this other track here from No Man's Land, Souls of Mischief. I mean, all their stuff is good, but 93 Till Infinity is everybody's favorite. I love it. It's not my favorite. My favorite is There Is Only Now, which a lot of people, I imagine, missed, but go listen to that. No Man's Land is also a really good album. And then Montezuma's Revenge is another album. Yeah, it's also really good. Like, this group doesn't have any misses. It's just degrees of good. Like good, better, best. With, maybe a couple tracks, I don't know, but that's it. And it's don't love, it's not hate, It's just, it's kind of amazing. Like, I'd rather just click skip on that if I can. But if I can't, it's not a big deal. So, like, none of it's bad, it's just...
You don't die, you don't win. You don't die, you don't win. You don't die, you don't win. You don't die, it's all the mission. You don't die, you don't win.
Say what? Never under pressure, stress-free. We shot the mic that don't impress me. I live the life of an MC, no pretending. Souls of Mr. Rock the half, so maybe stretch your wings down and let me come on in. Show you right from wrong, you wanna do it again. Release all that pent up aggression, come caress and massage my dick. Baby, it's not a mirage, it's thick. Damn right, hieroglyphics for life. Close knit while these other crews fight. We write hits as far as settling discrepancies with other MCs. It's a breeze, cause I stay focused while they frustrated ease off the mic. Don't cause the records is destructive, unproductive. See us, we keep in touch with the ones that bite. Yeah, some right to diss, but it's a mismatch. I guess I attract the whack backstage. We wage battles and leave unscathed. You don't
It's Festo, in stereo. Souls of Mischief, don't stop, don't quit. To everybody in the O, high road. Clear controllers, imperial, equipped to eclipse and overshadow the best, but no stress test. The mic concealed, with my limits boundless. Countless plus my prowess like a Dallas funk for the female funk who wanna get into some mischief. Submissive like I got them drunk and I got them jumped. With they knees hyper-extended and weakened. Speaking in tongues like a ventriloquist until I die. While these niggas oversaturated with exaggerated nonsense, I don't respond since they just bronze beyond dense, infatuated with their lyrics, never correspond. I guess it never dawned on them, they don't belong on the mic like germs. I like to watch them squirm, convincing me they styles anything more than elementary, but spermicidal is the title they burn. You don't win, you don't die, you don't win, you don't die, you don't win, you don't die. Be patient, lead if I need the sex, hit the weed. Relax. In the O, we knowin' where you at. Be in the cut if you scared of them gats. Cause open niggas be prepared to jack shit.
You don't quit.
I make my meal so I won't have to run that broke skid.
You don't die.
Some niggas serve rocks and spots and get shot over knocks the clock. But yo, I rock the spot. Ah.
You don't quit.
With that soul shit, I smoke a coat and flow.
Now fuck that Quavo, I'm talking half sips to the head. Let's have a meeting of the minds, nobody's leaving till we all ready. Into the jam, the caravan, it's an exciting sight to see. The music inside inviting me to rip the mic if need be, but you know it's important that I pull the women with the jewels glistening. Woo! Only I can get the fly sisters ropes to switch up with the swisher sitting on his truck, cotton spark as you niggas stepping haphazard to the stage with sinner. See to the A's up in the zone, solo. Bitch niggas should've thrown bolos, but you missed it. Now even your missus listener. I want them jealous stares stuck at my back, but don't drop the microphone until I feel I fully did that. Damn, who these kids that come to every single show and always wanna pull they Roscoes instead of hoes? You better grow up. I'm with niggas you don't know I'm with, so just all out with all that dumb
You
shit.
don't die. You don't quit.
The souls of Mr. Click, down with hieroglyphics.
You don't die. You don't quit. 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 You don't stop. You don't quit. You don't stop. You don't quit. You don't stop. You don't quit.
Normally I don't cut off songs early. I like the full breadth, but and this one's not early. It's only 10 seconds, but usually I let it play till the last beat.
You honestly couldn't be black.
I'll watch this later. Another one they told me to check out is a group connected with Ice Cube, Priority Records, on another level. I'm not sure. I don't know who runs that label, but I know it's Ice Cube affiliated. So I'm just picking a random song. It's the one that pops up first here. It's Another Level. What's That You Say? I think this is another group where they got records, not just tracks. So at some point I'll listen through their albums. But for now, I'm just to get an idea of the song, which I'm sure is good. It's people I respect greatly told me that it is. I already know. Restarted it.
What's that to say about the West Coast? You got flavor? What's that to say about the West
I'm
Coast?
just gonna pause this real quick. So the New York West Coast feud, I mean, yeah, it's a lot of it's kind of a farce, but West Coast was putting out better underground music than by and large. There was a lot of good. The New York scene was good, but the underground scene in the West Coast is a whole other level. And yeah, there's definitely a lot of underappreciated New York underground stuff. And there was a huge scene, hugely significant scene there too. But they just don't know how real things were out here in the West Coast. And yeah, they're real there too. But the communities are so different. Here, it's not as segregated as New York. Now, yeah, sure, Crenshaw, Compton, a lot of Oakland, it was, but it's just it's really not the same. So it's hard to. I don't want to compare suffering or struggles. It's a struggle no matter what, especially back then. But I mean, and this is it's not exactly brand new news anymore. But West Coast dudes back then were built. I don't want to say just as hard. I want to say harder. And I'm not not saying all these dudes are super hard, but they're around guys that are crazy. See what it looks like when you sit with someone. So in my head right now, I mean, I caught the bars, but I didn't memorize them. I more heard them than the mix of both. But what's going on in my head is I'm just living in that chorus and in that beat because it just. I mean, like smooth like butter is a word used a lot, but it's a good word. It doesn't even need to get to your mouth before it melts in a good way. I used to, but it broke. Well, it got fucked up. So I somehow dropped a hot ember into my shorts. Oh, never mind, it just burned a hole. See, this is why I like lighting cigars better naked. It's alright. These are nice shorts though. Alright, so I'm gonna watch Jacksepticeye play Resident Evil 8 Village, Step on Me Tall Lady. That's a reference to something. But I know, and you may or may not. I'm gonna assume you don't.
In the menu today, you will ask something spicy, I say in reply, because a Resident Evil 8 demo just came out. They announced the game is coming out in May. They said there was a demo on PS5. We're here. We're gamers. We're going to play it. Resident Evil 8, of course, called Village this time. Looks really cool. I'm excited for it because it reminds me a lot of Resi 7, kind of mixed with Resi 4 from what we've seen. I could be completely wrong. But this is just a short, quick little demo to show off what the game is all about. I don't think too much happens in this demo. I think it's just to show off the sort of engine and the location, but who cares? I'm excited to try it out anyway.
Yeah,
We did the,
Maiden
Maiden was the name of the demo. We did the Resi 7 demo that time, and that was really cool. And I absolutely love that game, and we did a full series on the channel as well, but
I missed what he said. But
ooh, this looks nice. Ooh, this looks nice. I got a scrap of paper. What does the paper say? An old scrap of paper buried in the wall. I think someone left a message. Well, read it then. Oh, whoops. How do I... Oh, examine. To whomever is trying to escape this place, I hope this note will be of some assistance. You don't know me, but you will have to trust me if you are to survive. First, you need to get out of this cell. Look around for the way. Get on your hands and knees if you must. Ooh. Then search for the thing you'll need to escape. It will be hidden where they'll least suspect, soaked in blood. It's up my ass, for sure, 100%. Once you get out of the dungeon, you should find yourself in a room. The door there won't lead to salvation. The light will lead you down the right path. You might hit a dead end, but do not give up. There should be a way to proceed hidden somewhere. Once you find the ladder, the only way is up. But watch out. Don't let them see you, and don't let them pick your prison pocket. I plan to...
that Hideo Kojima game about Blaise Pascal, where if you don't leave the room, nothing bad happens.
make my escape tonight and pray you too make it out alive. Cool, thank you. Ooh, my shithole. And I'm not just talking about myself. Okay, there's a very dangerous looking hole to go through over there. What was that? Did I step on something? I don't know what this is doing. Hello? Alright, whatever. What do we have? Ooh, Weetabix. Okay, okay, you can get it. You can get it. Just try a little harder now. There you go. I don't know why you stood up. Alright, that's good progress. I don't know who I am. I don't know where I am. I don't know what's happening. But I'm excited.
That's a good thing about some of those games.
Ew! What the hell were you eating?
Not
It
really
surely
about
wasn't
it.
fucking Weetabix.
Just kind of uncover it.
Alright, can we get out of this one? Oh, it's the sound of the fucking gate opening! Duh! I swear I've played video games before, guys, and not just... This
Yeah,
isn't just my first
that's
time.
Something, but yeah, that's a common sound effect.
Well, that's lovely. Are you guys making
I do
mincemeat
think
over
it might
here
be
out
his
of
first time
people?
playing games. Watching him fumble through stuff is fun.
This is very cool looking. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, so what is then? Medicines for keeping livestock alive.
And like it's a
Ew,
puzzle game. Like a lot of
brains and
puzzle games
kidneys here.
make
Eat
bizarre
them. Gain their
layouts.
courage.
And
A
that
picture of
takes you
Jesus!
Away from reality.
Ah, Jesus, will you help me out here? Come on now.
It's good with these violent games.
This is
it's good
kind of fucked up if
reality
you
fiction.
think
Don't
about
throw
it.
people in a totally realistic situation. But at the same time, the architecture
Okay.
should be at least
Kind of spooked, not gonna lie.
It is here.
Use the paper on it. A million paper
This is
cuts will
something
finally get through the metal chain. Okay, so this demo isn't out on other systems yet, or if ever. It's kind of weird hearing about the game being like PS5 only so far. I hope it comes out on PC, because this FOV is driving me nuts.
I'm just saying
Oh.
that. I mean,
A dead body, but there's also like a little piggy helmet right there.
my sus radar is going.
Oh god, something's chasing me, isn't it?
And again, that does
Hi.
that does not matter. Like, who cares?
What's
if
up?
there's
Are you
shows in the
okay?
game? Just watch the entertainment.
Still got colour in your
It
skin,
doesn't
so
matter if he is or
you
if
can't
he
be dead for that long. Help me, brother! Well,
make your decision
that's a little late.
based on whether or not you
Help
enjoy
me, step
what
bro,
you're
I'm
seeing
stuck in
and
a
how it's
prison
being
cell.
presented.
Anyway, sorry that you're dead, and I'll move on. Ooh, no, that would be great for back pain.
Yeah, I don't know about those chairs.
Oh, it's a little man. It's like a little stick figure man,
I think
made
they're
to
actually
bind and torture you. Oh, fuck me. I'm getting scared by nothing.
Yeah.
You got no
scared and
legs.
get in trouble later.
Okay. What was that? That suspiciously sounded like a body falling over. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Somebody done stuck her with her own shears.
Oh, that looks dirty.
I'll take this though, thank you. God, you gotta be strong to stick a bolt cutters in someone's back.
I could do it.
Let's hope you do. Fuck you! Fuck you! Just fuck
I
you!
get scared by really easy things.
I hope we never meet whoever stuck that in your back.
Oh, yeah.
Because I can't handle this.
Don't worry, Jack. I got you back.
Okay, you've no head. You and the guy in the other cell should get together and you'll have a full body and a full party.
People wouldn't be able to see it behind me.
Anything worthwhile in here? Am I just in here for the fucking decor? I'm gonna open this, but you better not come to life and attack me. Hi. What's your name? Oh! You got ripped open and then it looks like you got burned. Alright, I'm out. Oh, I need a key, not a bolt cutter for that. Oh, was there another thing to use the bolt cutters on?
I'm actually going to stop this.
Oh, I
video
just want to be out of here quick.
because I would play this. But good job fumbling through it, Jack. I'm sure there's other good stuff in there, but I don't need to watch that. I mean, I love this stuff, but I'm not watching a ton of stuff like that at the moment. Alright, I'm just going to stop this one here. I'll probably do something again later. Fuck off.